Welcome and study with Tanzania Institute of Education.
Hello, my dear students. Welcome again in our lesson. My name is Ali Omar Masudi. Today, I'll be with you in a chemistry subject Form 2, and we are going to continue with our previous topic, atomic structure. But now, we are going to see subatomic particles. Clear? Okay, before we proceed with our new subatomic particle, let us come to the previous lesson about atom. Atom, we said that atom, according to Dalton's atomic theory, is a small particle, indivisible particle, indivisible particle. What said Dalton is indivisible? That means this atom can never be broken down, as we have seen in a previous lesson. So, what then came from other scientists that conducted a lot of experiments, and they saw that this atom can be divisible. They came to conclusion that no, that atom is divisible, and hence, what's the definition we can conclude from these two theories? We can say that by definition, atom is a small particle of an element that have all chemical properties of that element. Okay, this is the definition of atom. So now let us proceed with the subatomic particle. Subatomic particle, what is subatomic particle? Subatomic particle, these are the particles that found in an atom. These particles include, these are what? What these particles? Yes, electron, very good. Electron, and what else? Protons, very good. Protons, and what? And what other particle? Neutron. Nice. Neutrons. Okay, let us see now where this particle come from. It was found within the atom, but this was not a simple thing to investigate this and to see these particles. There are several experimental procedures. That have been conducted by several scientists, and they came with the conclusion that atom, they include the particle which are electrons, protons, and what? Neutrons. Who that scientists? They did this experimental to investigate what the atom contained. In 19th century, the scientist Thomson, Joseph John Thomson, Thomson was the one who conducted the experiment And he concluded that atom is a spherical sphere of positive charge, on which a negative charge embedded on it. What he mean? Look at this, or look at this. Let's say the yellow color you see in this is a positive charge. Clear? And this, the green you see is a negative charge. So the whole sphere was a positive charge, and the negative charge was embedded on these areas. The large volume of this atom, was a positive charge, and the few negative charge was embedded on it. That was a J.J. Thomson. My dear students, we have seen that if this is our sphere, which is an atom, the all around were positive charge around all the sphere, and the negative charge was just embedded on it, like this. You have seen, like this, was just embedded on it. So this is a positive sphere, spherical positive charge, and this was a negative charge. It is known that J.J. Thomson was said about the spherical sphere, on which the positive charge was, all around the sphere is a positive charge, and the negative charge was just embedded on it. What is all that? So these guys came with the conclusion that his model, called the plum pudding model. If when you say about pudding, all the students know, some of them know about pudding. This is a type of food. So his model to investigate what atom contain, what atom look like, he concluded with what? With the model called the plum pudding model. However, the journey was not finished over there. Other scientists came to start where J.J. Thomson finished. This was the scientist who came here to investigate what J.J. Thomson has found in an atom was Ernest Rutherford. Rutherford just came to look about what J.J. Thomson has said, to know that. Just he wanted to know, was this correct? Okay, so far Rutherford continued with the experiment, and he came with the assumption that if J.J. Thomson was correct, he said that if J.J. Thomson was correct, then the mass of the atom then the mass of the atom, the whole mass of the atom, was concentrated at the center, of the atom, at the center of the atom. If the plum pudding was correct, but what is not like that, but the mass of that atom was concentrated at the center of the atom. And he said at the center of that atom there is what? A positive charge. And this is together within the nucleus. He said that at the center of the atom, there is a positive charge he called protons, which was concentrated within the what? Within the nucleus, which was concentrated within the nucleus. So what we can conclude over here, we can say that even though this guy has said a lot about the atom, but was not finished. He just said that the positive charge was the whole spherical atom, what is not correct. But what happened to the Rutherford? Ernest Rutherford was said that this positive charge was at the center of the atom, and from that center of the atom there is a nucleus. Nucleus consists of this what we call a protons. So where are the electrons found? Where are the electrons found? Electron was, according to this guy Rutherford, electron, he came further to say that the negative charge he called the electron was found circulating the nucleus in an atom through the orbit. Was found to circulating at the center of the nucleus, circulating at the center of the nucleus through the orbit. It means the nucleus. It means nucleus was not at that point where proton is. This nucleus is surrounding what? Surrounding the nucleus. The electron is surrounding what? The nucleus. Very nice. That means if, let us say, this is a nucleus, within this nucleus there's what? Proton. Very nice. There's a proton. And this is our atom, and here is an orbit on which electron revolve. It's okay? On which electron revolve. Electron revolve through the through the orbit at the circulating the nucleus. He concluded with this model. His model called a solar system model. Why solar system model? Solar system model because in a solar system there is a sun at the center, and the Earth and the other planets revolve through the orbit. Hopefully, you know about the solar system. That is nice. So take that an assumption of solar system to the what? To the atom of this, or to the atom, and just to make a comparison between the solar system and what, and this, and your model of what? Of this guy Rutherford. So from that Rutherford said we can have now the two particles which are electron and what? Proton. That's nice. Now there are other scientists. Who was Chadwick, and another scientist came with the experimental, and they came with the conclusion that at the center of the nucleus, at the center of the atom, there is what? A nucleus. This nucleus, there is a nucleus. This nucleus, there is a nucleus. There is a nucleus which contain what? A positive charge, and another particle which is a neutral. There is a positive charge and another particle which is a neutral, and another neutron particle, another particle called neutron. They said that this particle has no charge. Has no charge. It was a neutral. So from J.J. Thomson to Rutherford and Chadwick. J.J. Thomson, they investigated what atom has. He said that there is what? There is a positive charge on which negative charge embedded on that positive charge. And Rutherford, he came to investigate what the mass of this atom came from. He said that the whole mass of the atom was concentrated at the center, and that was what? A proton. And the electron was just revolving through the orbit, And Chadwick, they came to investigate about the nucleus. They saw that the nucleus contain what? Contain a positive charge, which is a proton, and what? And a neutral particle, which is a neutron. Am I clear, my student? Very nice. Let us look about this. If this is what? If this is a nucleus, all this at the center is a nucleus. All this at the center is a nucleus. Then electron revolve through the orbit at this area. Okay? At this area, and this area, which are circulating orbit. That is atom on which we discuss about. Let us look what we have is electron, proton, and what we have? Neutron. Very good. Neutron. These three particles, they have different characteristics. They have different properties. Let us look about the properties of each particle in the atom and where they exist. My student, starting with electron. What is electron? Refer to what we have said. Electron is a negative charged particle. Is a negatively charged particle, and it is found through the orbit. It is found in orbit, and the mass, it is a less mass particle. It is a less mass particle, since it was about 1/1/8 and so on. It was 1 about over a lot of number, and that is the electron. Electron is a negative charged particle. It is found in an orbit. It is a less mass particle. What is the protons? Proton is what? Yes, is a positive charged particle. Very nice. Is a positively charged particle. Is a positive charged particle. Is a positive charged particle. It is found at the nucleus. It is found but within the nucleus. It is found within the nucleus. It is found within the nucleus. Very nice. And what others? It is its mass, its relative mass is 1. Its relative mass is 1. Why it is 1? No unit, even though we have said that it has a mass. But this mass, since it is a relative mass, relative has no what? Has no unit. You have to keep in mind that the term relative mass, relative density, relative volume, there is no unit. And now let us look on what? On another last particle, which is what? Neutron. Neutron is what? What is neutron? Neutron is, yes, neutron is a neutral charged particle within the atom. And another one, neutron is found within the nucleus. Very good. Is found within the nucleus. Within the nucleus. And what about the mass of this particle? Its mass is about 1. Yes, its relative mass is 1. Very nice. Its relative mass is 1. So, my dear students, we have learned a lot about subatomic particle through these guys who was conducted several experiments to investigate what the atom contains, from J.J. Thomson to Chadwick. J.J. Thomson, Rutherford, and Chadwick, all these guys, they investigate about the atom, what contained within the atom, we have looked about electron, proton, and a neutron. After all, we said there is 3 fundamental particles, as we have said from the previous lesson. And if this is our atom, contain this is a nucleus. Nucleus, there is what? There is a proton and a neutron. And at this orbit there is what? Electron. There is electron. Proton, electron is denoted by E. Proton is denoted by P. And the neutron, what is? A neutron is denoted by N. Neutron is denoted by N. Is anybody has a question from a lesson? No. Very good. Now let us have this just a warm-up question. Warm-up question. Just a few questions to warm up your brain. To warm up your brain. Take it. 1. What are the subatomic particle? Subatomic particle. Second, define the following terms. A, proton. B, neutron. C, electron. And the third question, from what we have learned, explain main postulates of the following models. A, J.J. Thomson. Thomson model. B, Ernest Rutherford. Explain main postulates. If there are 2, 3, 4, just to explain. Just for your level to explain is just to state it. State 1 is this, 2 is this, second this. So from these 3 questions, I think you will have learned a lot. If you will able to answer this question from your mind, it will be better. Just was what concerned it, what we learn. So here is the end of our lesson. It was me, your teacher, Ali Omar Masood. Let us say goodbye. See you next period.